Hey, now let us get into the core topics of learning the basics of intraday trading. In this chapter, we are going to see what are candlestick charts and why are they important. Now let us assume a stock like Axis Bank just as an example, okay? Now if I say that today Axis Bank the price of this stock or this stock opened at 360 rupees, that 360 rupees is the opening price. It made a high of 380. These are just hypothetical figures I'm taking, okay? It made a high of 380. It made a low of 355. And at 3:30 p.m., the stock closed, or the closing price of that stock was 375. Okay? This was for XYZ date, be it 1st of August. On 2nd of August, the stock opened, or the opening price was 378. It made a high of 388. It made a low of 376. And it made a, or it closed at 380. So this is day 1, open, high, low, close prices. These are day 2, open, high, low, close prices, and you can keep on plotting the open, high, and low and close prices for various days. Now, just by looking at these figures, would you be able to actually make out whether that stock or the price of that stock went up, or whether the price of that stock went down on that day, just by looking at the figures or just by looking at a glance? For you to make out whether the price actually went up or low, you will have to carefully watch these figures or these numbers, and only then you would be able to identify the trend, whether it was an uptrend or downtrend. So we need to have a proper depiction to get a glance of how that stock behaved on that particular day or that particular week or that particular month, or for the matter of fact that particular minute. And this is where candlestick comes into picture. Candlestick patterns or candlestick charts are nothing but they show you an open, high, low and close of the particular trading instrument or that particular stock in the defined time period. When I say time period, it is also called as time frame. Now these particular values are of one day. The opening price is 360, which means at 9:15 a.m. the price was 360. This is the high. I'll put it here. This is open. This is the high. This is the low. And this becomes the close. So what a candlestick does, that it puts up the open, high, low and close in a pictorial format. If the price has closed above the open price, which means if the price of the stock has opened at 360 in the first example, 360 is the opening price and the closing price is 375. What does that mean? It means that the price went up from 360. It went up to 380. However, by 3:30, it closed at 375. So 375 is obviously a bigger number than 360, which means the stock made a up move in terms of its price on that particular day. If it had happened that the opening price or rather if it had happened that the closing price is lower than the opening price. For an example, on a particular day, the stock opened at 350. It made a high of 355. It made a low of 320 and it closed at 340. This is the open, this is the high, this is the low, and this is the close. From these figures, if you read it carefully, you will understand that the closing price is less than the opening price, which means the stock fell down. Now we have to put this in a pictorial format. And as per the candlestick basics or the universal nomenclature of candles, if the price has gone up, which means the closing price is above the opening price, that means the stock price has gone up. If the stock price has gone up, it is considered to be a bullish candle. A basic nomenclature is bullish means the price is going up. Bearish means the prices are going down. So, if the price has gone up, which means the closing price is more than the opening price on that particular day, it means that it is a bullish on that day was a bullish day. The day's candle was a bullish candle, and bullish candles are generally depicted in green color. Similarly, if the closing price of that stock is lower than where it opened, it is termed to be a bearish candle. On that day, the stock price fell down, which means it was a bearish day for that stock. And the candle which is formed becomes a bearish candle. And bearish candles are generally depicted in red color. Now look at this. We will look at examples of how candles are formed and the time frames that the candles can be researched or studied upon. Now look at this. When you see a green color candle, it means the open of the candle is at the lower level and the close is at a higher level. The candle has primarily two parts. This is the body of the candle, which is a solid color. This is the body. This is the head of the candle, and this is the tail of the candle. The head and tails are also called as wicks of the candle. So you need to look at the body primarily to understand whether the stock was in a bullish mode or a bearish mode on that particular day or that particular hour, whatever. We'll come on to the time frames in a while. So if I show you a green color candle, then you should be able to identify where is the open of that candle and where is the close of that candle. A green color always has an open at the lower part of the body. A green color will always have a close at the upper part of the body. The high is the price which it went up to on an upward direction. Low is the price that it went up to in the lower direction. So this is the low, this is the high, and having said that it is a green color candle, it means the open is low and the close is high. Use the exact same logic, exact opposite logic for a bearish candle. Here it shows you a bearish candle. When I show you a red color candle which is bearish, you should be able to identify where its open would be and where its close would be. In this case, having said that it's a red color candle, which means it is a bearish candle, which means that the price of that particular stock closed below where it opened on that day. So, the body of the candle, this is the body of the candle, okay? A bearish candle has an open at the upper end of the body and close at the lower end of the body. high is the same and low is also the head is the high and the tail is the low. What is more significant to understand or and study is the body of the candle. We will look at some examples. Okay, let us see some examples which will make things pretty more clear for you. Now this is a chart of Axis Bank. Just as an example, I have taken this chart. Okay, the principle applies. The same principle applies everywhere. Now look at this particular candle. I will highlight it. Okay, look at this candle which is in the oval shape. Now here it's a green candle. So for sure, when I say it's a green candle, for sure it's open, or rather we can say that its close price is going to be higher than its open price. Having said that, it's a green color candle, which means its open is going to be lower and close is going to be higher. So this will be your opening price. This is the open price. And close price would be at the topper end of the body. This is open, this is close, this is the high, and this is the low. Now, this particular candle, if you see, at the bottom it shows you the date. The date is August the 30th, 2021, which means on August 30th, 2021, the stock opened at so and so price. What is that price? Wherever you take the cursor of the candle, here you will see the O, H, L and C. O means open, H means high, L means low, and C is close. This is the volume. So let's not get into the volume part at this stage. All that you need to focus for a candlestick, for all that you need to focus to understand the candle is its open, high, low, close. Now here if you see, this is August the 30th and the time frame is a daily time frame. Daily time frame means what? This candle will tell you the open, high, low, close of that particular day. There are various time frames that you can use basis your research methodology. For example, here you will see a 1 minute candle, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 30, 1 hour candle, 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 day, 1 week and 1 month. Look at a 1 month candle for example. Let's check this candle. Okay, look at the candle which is inside the oval. This is a 1 month candle. What does that mean? This 1 month started on 1st of March 2021. So in the entire month, okay, at the start of the month, the price of the candle or the opening price of the candle for that particular month, where would it be? Over here or over here? I'll put it this way. Okay, I have drawn two lines. One line is at the upper end of the body and low, and the next, and that is the red line, and the blue line is at the lower end of the body. Having said that it's a red candle, where would be the opening price? Would it be at the red line or would it be at the blue line? Those who said that it would be at the red line, kudos to you. For a red candle, the opening price would be at the upper end of the body and the closing price would be at the lower end of the body. Now this is a monthly candle, which means in the entire month or on the first day of the month, this stock opened at 738 rupees. You will see over here. Okay, see, it opened at 738. It went high up to 776.6. This is the high level. It went low up to 680 and it finally closed at this level, which is 697.45. So This is a monthly candle which depicts the open, high, low and close of that particular stock for that particular month, entire month. You can take it at a macro level by keeping it for 5 minutes, for example. Look at this candle. The one which is in the oval. This is a 5-minute candle, which means, and you see that the time of the candle, the time given, it is 14:55, which means this candle started at 14:55 and it will end at 15. That means at 2:55 p.m. This is the candle of 2:55 p.m. Having said that it is a 5-minute candle, which will mean that that this candle depicts the picture between 2:55 and 3. The next candle, if you see, it will show the picture from 3 to 3:05. The one after that will show you the picture from 3:05 to 3:10. Look at this. If I move the cursor to the next candle, the time shows 3. If I take it to the next cursor, next candle, the time shows 3:05. Here it's at the bottom, it will show you the time in the black. The next candle shows you 3:10, which means for every 5 minutes, one candle is formed, and that particular candle shows you the open, high, low, and close of a particular stock for that particular 5 minutes. Which means at 2:55, this candle time is 2:55 and is of 5 minutes. So between 2:55 and 3, the opening price was 792.55. It made a high of 792.85 and similarly low and close. Having said that, it's a green color candle. The close of the candle will be above the open of the candle. You can change it to 1 minute. This is the lowest a candlestick can be seen in most of the broker platforms. Look at this candle now. For example, what is the timing showing? 3:22. When I say the candle time is 3:22 and it's a 1 minute candle, which means this candle is showing you what happened between 3:22 and 3:23. At 3:22, the price opened, or that candle price at 3:22, or the stock price was 800.45. Having said that, it's a red candle, which means the price opened over here. It made a high of 800.55, a low of 798.4, and it finally closed at this price, which is 799.15. This is a 3:22 p.m. candle. The next candle will be 3:23 because it's a 1 minute candle. See, 3:23, 3:24, 3:25, 3:26, 3:27, 3:28, and 3:29. This candle is from 3:29 till 3:30. You will not see a candle starting at 3:30 because the market closes at 3:30. The last candle, if you are on a 1 minute time frame, will be the 3:29 candle. Similarly, if you are on a 5 minute time frame, the last candle will be the 3:25 p.m. candle because that candle continues from 3:25 till 3:30. So, all in all, it is extremely important for us to understand or depict what a candle has to say. Look at this candle now, one which is in the oval. Here you will see the candle is red in color, which means the close is lower than the open. The candle shows a high. However, the lower line, the tail of the candle is not there. What does that mean? It means the candle opened at this price, it made a high of this price, it made a low of this price, and it closed at the low point or the lowest point of that particular minute or time frame. Since it closed at the low, which means that the low and the close price is the same, and hence it will not have a tail to it. Similarly, if the high and the close price is the same, the candle will not have a head to it. Look at this candle. This is the one. No, sorry, this is the one. Look at the one which is inside the oval. A green color candle, which obviously means that the close is above the open. However, you will see that it does not have a head. It does have a low but not a head. Or sorry, it has a tail but not a head. Which means the price opened at this level, it made a low of this level, it made a high of this level, and it closed at the high price. And that is why it does not have a head. I hope I was able to clear the concept of candlesticks and its various time frames. It is extremely important for you to have these basics of candlesticks cleared because this is the fundamental of intraday trading. A lot of our decisions will depend on the type of candles that we see and the time frames of the candle that we use. Thank you for being with me in this lecture. And now, in the next lecture, we will see some other concepts of intraday trading, which definitely are extremely important in our journey ahead. I'll be with you in the next lecture. Thank you.